2026 Connecticut DMV Bus Endorsement Test 1 20 questions and complete answers. Question 1. If approaching a railroad crossing while driving a placarded vehicle, you should always: Option A. Activate your four-way flashers. Option B. Stop within 5 feet of the tracks. Option C. Change gears while on the tracks. Option D. Change lanes while on the tracks. The correct answer is Option A. Activate your four-way flashers. Explanation: if approaching a railroad crossing while driving a transit bus, school bus, or placarded vehicle, special procedures apply. Before crossing, stop your vehicle within 50 feet of, but not less than 15 feet from the nearest rail. Activate your four-way flashers while crossing. Do not stop, change gears, or change lanes while any part of your vehicle is proceeding across the tracks. Question 2. When driving in a school bus, mirrors should be adjusted. Option A. During the drive. Option B. Before beginning to drive. Option C. By the students. The correct answer is Option B. Before beginning to drive. Explanation: you should always check the adjustment of all your mirrors before operating a school bus. Question 3. During a vehicle inspection, ensure that lug nuts are all of the following except: Option A. Free of cracks. Option B. Free of distortions. Option C. Loose. Option D. Free of rust. The correct answer is Option C. Loose. Explanation: during a vehicle inspection test, you must ensure that all lug nuts are present, free of cracks and distortions, and showing no signs of looseness, such as rust trails or shiny threads. Verify that all bolt holes are free of cracks and distortions. Question 4. When inspecting engine compartment belts during the vehicle inspection test. Option A. The belts should be checked for smugness, each with up to 3 inches of play. Option B. The water pump belt does not need to be identified. Option C. Their compressor belt should be removed. Option D. The applicant must identify which items are not belt-driven, if any. The correct answer is Option D. The applicant must identify which items are not belt-driven, if any. Explanation: when checking the engine compartment during the vehicle inspection test, you must check the power steering, water pump, alternator, and air compressor belts. In addition to cracks and frays, you should check the belts for smugness, allowing up to 3/4 of an inch of play at the center of each belt. If any of these items are not belt-driven, you must identify them and ensure that their components are operating properly, are not damaged or leaking, and are mounted securely. Question 5. During the on-road driving test, you must do all of the following except: Option A. Wear your safety belt. Option B. Obey all traffic laws. Option C. Complete the test without a moving violation. Option D. Obey all traffic signs and signals, but only if other traffic is present. The correct answer is Option D. Obey all traffic signs and signals, but only if other traffic is present. Explanation: you must drive in a safe and responsible manner during the on-road driving test. This includes wearing your safety belt, obeying all traffic signs, signals, and laws, and completing the test without an accident or moving violation. Question 6. If you must drive in reverse at a student pickup point, you should: Option A. Back up before the students board the bus. Option B. Back up after the students board the bus. Option C. Back up while students direct you. The correct answer is Option B. Back up after the students board the bus. Explanation: backing in a school bus is strongly discouraged and should be done only if there is no other safe way to move the vehicle. If you must drive in reverse at student pickup point, you should wait until all students have first loaded the bus. Question 7. The students are being picked up by a school bus. Option A. The students should wait at a designated bus stop. Option D. The driver should pick up students whether or not they are at the designated bus stop. Option C. The parents should choose where the bus stop will be located. The correct answer is option A. The students should wait at a designated bus stop. Explanation. A school bus driver should load and unload students only at designated stops that have been approved by appropriate school district officials. Question 8. When taking the basic control skills test, drivers are option A, not permitted to stop and exit the vehicle to look at the vehicle's position. Option B, encouraged not to exit the vehicle to look at the vehicle's position. Option C, allowed to leave the vehicle but only if the vehicle is placed in reverse. Option D, allowed to leave the vehicle but only if the vehicle is placed in neutral and the parking brake is set. The correct answer is option D. Allowed to leave the vehicle but only if the vehicle is placed in neutral and the parking brake is set. Explanation. During the basic vehicle control skills test, you must place the vehicle in neutral and set the parking brake before exiting the vehicle to check its position. You may check the position of the vehicle no more than twice except during the straight line backing exercise, where you may look no more than once. Question 9. During a basic vehicle control skills test, you may be asked to: Option A, swerve to avoid a hazard. Option B, parallel park. Option C, drive straight into a parking space. The correct answer is option B, parallel park. Explanation. Maneuvers that may be included in the basic vehicle control skills test include straight line backing, offset /right parking, offset /left parking, driver side parallel parking, conventional parallel parking, and alley ducking. Question 10. During a basic vehicle control skills test, you may be asked to: Option A, alley duck. Option B, parallel park to your right. Option C, parallel park to your left. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Explanation. Maneuvers that may be included in the basic vehicle control skills test include the straight line backing, offset /right parking, offset /left parking, driver side parallel parking, conventional parallel parking, and alley ducking. Question 11. When taking the on-road driving test, you will be evaluated on your lane usage. Which of the following is an example of poor lane usage? Option A, not driving over curbs or sidewalks. Option B, stopping behind crosswalks. Option C, driving in the leftmost lane if more than one driving lane is available. Option D, finishing a right turn in the rightmost lane. The correct answer is option C, driving in the leftmost lane if more than one driving lane is available. Explanation. During the on-road driving skills test, make sure you do not put your vehicle over curbs, sidewalks, or lane markings. Stop behind stop lines, crosswalks, or stop signs. On multiple lane roads, complete turns in the proper lane. Always move to or remain in the rightmost lane unless the lane is blocked. Question 12. When a school bus is approaching a bus stop, the driver should: Option A, not use the mirrors. Option B, approach with caution. Option C, drive quickly and stop abruptly. The correct answer is option B, approach with caution. Explanation. School bus drivers should approach stops slowly and cautiously. Question 13. During a basic vehicle controls skills test exercise, your vehicle's final position should be: Option A, in the general area that was described by the examiner. Option B, in the exact final position described by the examiner. Option C, within 3 feet of the final position described by the examiner. The correct answer is option B, in the exact final position described by the examiner. Explanation. You should finish each exercise with your vehicle in the exact position described by the examiner. You can be penalized for failing to complete an exercise exactly in the manner described by the examiner, potentially resulting in failure of the basic control skills test. Question 14. If you must back up a student pickup point, you should: Option A, back up before the students board the bus. Option B, let the students board the bus and then back up. Option C. Let half the students board the bus and then back up toward the other half of the students. Option D. Tell the students to wait at the stop and then back toward the stop. The correct answer is option B. Let the students board the bus and then back up. Explanation. If you must back up a school bus at a student pickup point, be sure to pick up all students before you begin backing up. When backing, it is especially important to keep an eye out for latecomers. Question 15. If a tornado is approaching and there is no nearby shelter, where should students go? Option A. To a nearby ditch. Option B. To the closest tree. Option C. Near a river. The correct answer is option A. To a nearby ditch. Explanation. If students are evacuated due to a school bus being in the direct path of a cited tornado, the driver should lead them to shelter in a nearby building. If no such shelter is available, the driver should escort them to a nearby ditch or culvert. They should avoid areas that may be subject to flash flooding and should be far enough away from the bus that it would not fall on them if it tipped over. Question 16. While students load and unload a bus, the driver should: Option A. Read a book. Option B. Watch the process and keep an eye on the students. Option C. Talk to other bus drivers. Option D. Listen to the radio. The correct answer is option B. Watch the process and keep an eye on the students. Explanation. The driver of a school bus should observe students as they enter or exit the bus to ensure that they are not caught in the door or handrails. It is also important to make sure the students have moved a safe distance away from the unloading area after they have exited the bus. Question 17. When alley docking, you should first: Option A. Position your vehicle directly in front of the alley. Option B. Back up directly in front of the alley. Option C. Stop parallel to the outer boundary of the alley. The correct answer is option C. Stop parallel to the outer boundary of the alley. Explanation. If you are asked to alley dock, you should first pull past the alley and stop your vehicle in a position that is parallel to the outer boundary. From there, you should back your vehicle entirely into the alley parking area. Your vehicle should be parked in a straight position within the boundaries of the parking space. Question 18. During the basic control skills test, you will receive points if you: Option A. Pull up once. Option B. Check your positioning. Option C. Cross over exercise boundaries. The correct answer is option C. Cross over exercise boundaries. Explanation. The examiner will score the number of times your vehicle touches or crosses an exercise boundary line. Each encroachment will count as an error, resulting in points against your skills test score. Question 19. During a vehicle inspection, ensure that the landing gear is: Option A. Retracted. Option B. Fully raised. Option C. More warm on the passenger side than on the driver's side. Option D. Well lit. The correct answer is option B. Fully raised. Explanation. When inspecting the trailer during the vehicle inspection test, ensure that its landing gear has no missing parts and that it is fully raised. The crank handle should be secure and the support frame should not be damaged. Question 20. What should properly adjusted outside side flat mirrors on a school bus allow the driver to see? Option A. The sides of the school bus. Option B. Under the school bus. Option C. The front tires touching the ground. Option D. Vehicles in front of the bus. The correct answer is option A. The sides of the school bus. Explanation. When properly adjusted, the outside side flat mirrors on a school bus should allow the driver to see along the sides of the bus, the rear tires touching the ground and 200 feet behind the bus.